Hi, can you hear me? Before I start, I want to check my audio. Can anyone hear me? I hope you can. Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, please say yes or type yes. If you can, I'll start the forecast. Good. All right. Okay. Now we're going to start our forecast for December 6th to January 4th, 2021. And before we dive into the forecast, we are going to discuss briefly the eclipse that's coming in and December 14. Sorry, 14. Hold on. I'll just share my screen. Okay. I hope you can share my screen. Okay, so before we dive in, I would like to share with you the information that I've been wanting to share with you in terms of the eclipse that's coming on December 16. And when it comes to any eclipse, especially in astrology, this is something that it's not really a good thing. So it's best to actually avoid going out at a specific hour on December 16, December 14. There you go. December 14, 2020. The eclipse is going to be visible in Chile and Argentina. And I believe the eclipse is going to happen at around 4:30 p.m. So it would be advisable to actually convert the hour and then avoid going out at that specific hour just for an hour, because again, eclipse is not really good in terms of astrology. So just to protect yourself from any issues that it can bring you, do avoid staying outside at that specific hour. In the Philippines, I believe this is 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. So do avoid going out. But of course, in the next days, come days before December 14, if there is any additional information that I can share with you, I will actually do it. So do follow all my Facebook, all my social network, my Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, everything, Twitter and LinkedIn. I will actually share those information. But in the meantime, this is what I definitely know. If December 14 is the eclipse, and this is not really good in terms of astrology, actually any astrology, Western, Chinese metaphysics, we really hate eclipse. So I would advise for you not to actually step out of the house on December 14 at the specific hour. In the Philippines, 3:30 p.m. But it's going to be seen at around 4:30. I just had to reiterate that. Okay. But before I proceed, I'd like to ask if you have any questions or none. Okay, good. All right. So December 14, avoid the eclipse. Now we're going into the BaZi astrology. I'm sorry I was not able to do this yesterday. I was quite busy. And I really want to do this live. So that's why I actually posted it today. But I hope you learned something from this video, and it would help guide you on what to do for December until January. Okay, so again, how do we actually find our day master? The basis of our forecast will be actually coming from your day master. And if you want to plot your chart, please view, or plot the QR code. I don't know what term you actually use, but this QR code will actually bring you to the link where you can actually the BaZi calculator that would actually help you find out what your day master is. Okay. Any questions? I can't see your questions, so I'll be coming back once every now and then. Okay, to check if you have any questions. Okay. By the way, if you're going to ask questions, please ask questions with using your day master and your specific question. We don't have much time to plot your entire chart, so my advice is to plot your own chart and find out your day master. And if you have any specific questions, then you can actually raise or place your question through the comment. Okay. All right. Okay, so now we're going back to our forecast. For the Jia Wood, there is indirect wealth and direct resource. There is opportunity for the Jia Wood to actually gain monetary. This could be in a form of a bonus because direct resource can also come from your office space or your career. So this can be a bonus, or this could also mean that someone in your circle will actually offer you opportunity for wealth for December. For December, okay, and you may also experience aid or help from other people. Direct resource can also indicate noble people. So they could actually help you out, especially for looking, if you're looking into adding streams of income. Okay, all right. Next is for the Yi Wood. We have direct wealth and indirect resource. This could actually mean that you may gain wealth opportunities or a job that is outside your field of expertise, okay? Or this could be something that outside your normal practice in terms of your career. So that could be one. Another is you may also start a side gig, probably a side gig or a side business that you may start within the month. So it's best to actually partake in this opportunity because this will actually add streams to your income. My suggestion though is to increase your confidence because sometimes when we start a business, the ones that's lacking, if we want to actually start a business, the ones that's lacking is confidence. So that's one thing I would rather that you actually build on for the rest of the month to help you start that journey of a side gig or side business. Okay. All right. Next is for we're going to discuss the Wu Earth. Sorry, it went ahead, but I will go back to the Fire Day Masters. I'm sorry, I wrote everything down and I forgot my own pattern, so I went ahead to the Wu Earth. So bear with me. I will go back to the Fire Day Masters. Don't worry. Okay, so for the Wu Earth, it's best for the Wu Earth to actually socialize this month, especially in your close network. They may be able to bring you opportunities for a new job, or they may connect you to the right company or to the right individual that would help you for this month. Okay, so it's direct wealth. So this could be opportunity for new work or new career. Okay, so direct wealth. And it's best to actually tap your friends and family. They may know someone, or they may, or a business or a company that's actually looking for a new employee. Okay, so in addition to that, there could be also, or this could actually also happen after December, is that you might even share or collaborate with your family and friends for a new venture. Okay, wealth venture. Okay, questions before I proceed? None. Okay. All right. Okay. Again, if you wish to ask questions, please give your day master and then your question, so I can actually give you the interpretation instead of plotting your chart and then asking the question. So it's faster that way. Right. So next day master that we are going to discuss is the G Earth. This is actually raw wealth and indirect wealth. So what does that mean? This may mean that there is an opportunity for you to actually earn this month, but you may also lose this, or you may actually earn extra bonus for this month. However, you may also lose them all. Like easy come, easy go. So this could be the moment this money increment comes in, you might have to actually spend it the soonest, because you have to probably pay some bills and so on and so forth, or do some Christmas shopping. So my advice, if you have a G Earth as a day master, my advice is to invest instead or spend money on probably learning a new skill. If you want to avoid, okay, if you want to control that money losses, my advice is to actually learn a new skill, enroll a new online course that you can actually learn and actually monetize. So that could be the effect of that money loss would have a sufficient or a good return, especially in the future. Okay, so if ever that you have this bonus, my priority is to either invest in a new skill, or invest on insurance, or invest or any investment that you can actually do for this month, so there is return from that money loss. Okay. All right. So now we're going back to Bing Fire. I'm so sorry about this. I forgot to writing down, and I forgot my pattern from my PowerPoint. Okay, so for the Bing Fire, you may be compelled to actually do some creative or find creative ideas for your work. But because of your ability to actually find creative solutions from the problems that you can actually experience from this month, you can actually gain recognition and authority from it. Okay, so my advice, if there is any problem that you're experiencing and you're being compelled to be creative in looking for solution, by all means do that, because you have the Eden God for this month. You will have the opportunity to find creative solutions and maximize it and showcase it to everybody, so that you can get the recognition that you have been wanting. And yes, you can actually gain authority and fame from this because of your creative idea. Okay. All right. For Bing Fire, we have hurting officer. Oh, by the way, for the for the Bing Fire, another also, it could be that for sorry if I'm confusing you. For the Bing Fire, let's go back to the Bing Fire. I just remembered an interpretation. It could also be a month wherein you're going to create something new, or a new venture, or a new product probably. Okay, and because of it, that you can actually gain authority and power amongst the people that you're around with. Okay, so if ever there is an opportunity that wherein you're being pushed to create something new, a new creation, a new product, a new business, by all means do it. Okay, it's better that way, because eventually, as you go along and as you learn the process and learn the new right skill in building a business, you will actually monetize this further, or this can actually grow in a nutshell. Okay. All right. For the Ding Fire, we have hurting officer and 7 killings. Now, what does this mean? This could mean that there is a lot of attention that you can actually get for this month, and this can be quite stressful for you if you despise attention from others. But my advice, this we can actually turn the hurting officer and 7 killings as your ability to show that you're very, very confident and you actually know what you're doing in terms of solving your problems. So my advice, if there's an opportunity or there's some stresses that you're experiencing because people start to notice you, is to use that time to showcase further your skills and your ability to solve problems. Because we have 7 killings, so this could also indicate that there are problems that you are not able to expect, or there are problems that you may encounter for this month that you didn't expect it coming. So might as well to take the opportunity in solving those problems. Okay. Another is that you can also experience probably getting attention because of a legal issue that you might have to go through. I hope this is not the case. I hope that whatever documentation that you have done in the past, you've studied it very well. But if there was no issue or no documentation that you had to go through in the past, or any deals and so on and so forth, for this month, my advice to thoroughly study everything that comes in, every opportunities that comes into your business or your career, to avoid having issues or arguments or legal issues in the process. Okay? All right, so that's my advice for the Ding Fire. Study very well all the details to avoid any problems in the near future. Okay, right. For the Geng Metal, before I proceed, I'll check if you have any questions. Hold on. None yet. Good. Okay, good. All right. For Geng Metal, we have indirect resource and hurting officer. So this could mean that it could be too emotional to a fault, wherein you're too emotional and your outburst caused people to notice you, or because of a statement, an offensive statement that probably that you said during at the time when your emotions are heightened. You might experience hate or yeah, bashing of people, naysayers, and so on and so forth. Um, Instead, my advice is to learn to control, meditate. That's one way to actually help you control your mind or the thoughts that's come in to your mind is to learn to meditate because through meditation, this allows you to zone out the noise and focus on your thoughts. So that's one advice before entering into December because December is going to start on December 7, not today. It's December 7. So the best way for you to actually enter this month with your ability to control your mind is by starting to meditate. Although it will take time and it takes practice to actually meditate successfully, but you know it's a good way to start, especially when December is coming in. My advice for the Geng Metal as well is to further connect with your intuition, because your intuition might be heightened further this month. Instead of focusing on your emotions, instead focus on your intuition, connecting with it. And another way to start doing that is again by meditating. All right. Next, for the sin metal. Hold on. Oh. For the sin metal, we have direct resource and eating God. This could actually indicate wherein you might have to produce a new venture, a new product, a new career from something that you are aware of or something that you already know. Or it might be in your current workspace, you will be asked to produce something that is coming from creative ideas. Okay, so creative solutions rather. So my advice is take this opportunity. This is also one way to connect with your creative thoughts because this month we have Eaten God, so you notice you'd be more creative. You maximize this, and what I do, my personal advice is whenever I have this creative idea, wherein a whiff of idea comes in, what I do is I write it down. I really have to write it down, no matter where, whatever paper, I just write it down, just so I won't lose that thought. And then eventually, when I'm less busy, I get to go back, and because of writing it down, it allowed me to find further solutions or ideas or things that I can write about and so on. So that's my advice. So take note and do notice that creative ideas and take down anything that you are able to come up during this month. Okay, so and when we also say when we see eating God, this can also mean something that you can create. This can be a business, something that is coming from your own creation. Okay, so there. All right, so next we are going to talk about the Ren Water. Any questions? If you have any questions, please indicate your day master and your question. So it's faster to actually plot or give you answers. Okay, instead of starting from plotting. Okay, so now we're going to the Ren Water, 7 killings and rob wells. So this is quite bad in a sense if you're not aware of how to actually handle them. Okay, so 7 killings can be, for the month of December, you may feel a little bit more stressed. And the stresses are coming from things that you expected. Okay, you knew this was coming. And yeah, you kind of knew this was coming. So this could be in the form of a lawsuit, okay, or because of expenses. Okay, so what do we do? How do we actually control this? Is of course by managing your own. Since our problem is expenses, what you can do is you instead of going shopping, learn a new skill. Again, do some online courses. This will help you that whatever losses that you incur for this month, this has returned because at the end of the day, by learning something new, you increase your own value. Okay, so you become someone that's indispensable. Okay, so instead of going shopping for Christmas, my advice is to learn something new or do invest in insurance or invest in investment. Okay, buy investments, If you've been planning to buy a property this month, this is actually a good month to do that, so that the return could actually be better. But if you have a Chinese metaphysics consultant, do actually consult a Feng Shui master before buying any just property to avoid further issues in the long run. All right, so next. Lawsuits. Okay, so lawsuits. This could be that you may actually lose money because of a lawsuit. So again, when upon entering or once December 6th comes in, or even before December 6th, make sure that you study all the documentation, everything that you can actually review before saying yes or before signing anything. That's one way to actually avoid any lawsuits. Okay. All right. I'll check first if you have questions. None. Okay. None, because you can understand me. That's what I'm assuming. Okay. All right. Next next day master is we have the Gui master. So you may experience some changes in amongst your friends, relationship probably amongst your friends and your family, or this could actually mean that you may experience some authority or fame and recognition among your friends and family or people that you're close with. So my advice, if you're aiming for a change of relationship amongst your family and friends, and you've been wanting to probably travel or to spend more time with them, since a lot of like here in the Philippines, we have been locked down for quite a while. So and if recently it was announced that it was not recently, but yeah. Anyways, if you're allowed to travel in your country, why not use this opportunity for this month? So this is a change of relationship amongst your friends and families by spending more time with them, since you've been separated for quite a long time. So that's one control or one chain that you can actually control, that you can actually manage. Okay, and if you do gain respect and authority, the more you showcase your skills, the more you show them why you're worthy of that recognition and power and authority. Okay? All right. Okay. Any questions for the day, masters, before we go to the Feng Shui? None? Okay. No questions. All right. Okay. For now, we're going to the Feng Shui for this month, December 6th to January 4th, 2021. Don't forget the eclipse that's coming on December 14th. Do avoid going out. Don't worry, there's a recorded copy of this video, and I want you to start from the beginning. It's one strong advice that I'd like to give you for December 14th is to avoid going out at that specific hour. Okay. All right. But rest assured, I will give more information in the next days prior to December 14 to further guide you and to remind you not to go out on December 14. All right. Okay, so this is the Feng Shui for December to January 4, 2021. So what does this mean? For the north sector, if your main door is located at the north sector of your home, you may experience a lot of changes happening this month. This could come from your career, business, your lifestyle, primarily because of 3 and 3 combination. And 3 and 3 combination could always indicate some changes. So if you despise change, then avoid using the north sector, especially if this is your main door. But if you are you're experiencing some, say this past month was not so good, and you've been trying your best to change your course of your situation rather, then a change is good, because this could actually indicate that there is more progress, there's more wealth opportunity coming this month if your door is located at the north sector, provided as well if your north sector doesn't have any external issues. Okay, so if you like change and you've been wanting change for the good, then do activate this sector. If you don't like this change, avoid the sector, the north sector for this month. Okay, next we have the east. We have the east. We're in the 5 and 5 is, of course, we know that 5 is not really a good month. It's best to actually lie low, especially if your main door is located at the east sector of your home. Lie low, do not create any new ventures. Don't do any partnership because there's a strong possibility that everything may not succeed. You may experience some arguments for the month for the east sector. Sorry, I forgot to move my slide. Sorry for confusing. Again, if your main door is located at the east sector of your home, where 5 and 5 is for the month of December, please avoid this sector for one tip. Avoid this sector. Keep this quiet. But if your main door is located and you can't do anything, my advice is just to lie low for the rest of the December, because the 5 and 5 is really not that good. It's not that, it's actually bad. Avoid risking anything, doing something new, doing some new ventures, or doing some new partnership. This may end up, in an argument or in a lawsuit or in money loss. So, especially if we have bad external forms. So this will be activated further or aggravated further if we have bad external forms, especially in the east sector of this month. Okay? All right. Next, we are going to the northeast sector. We have students and currently they're still in school, online school or any school. It's good to actually activate the northeast sector for this month because we have one-in-one. So this one-in-one can be information, it's knowledge, it's intelligence when we have one-in-one combination. So if you want your kids to understand and process more the information from their teachers or their school, then you make them stay the northeast sector for the rest of the month. Okay. So next, if we have we have west. The west is 9-9 combination. And what does this mean? If you're looking for the feeling of contentment and you're looking for happiness for the rest of the month, then this is a good sector to actually activate. However, if you're a woman and you're prone to have any gynecological issues and you have bad forms, avoid this sector for the rest of the month because we may experience some gynecological issues for the women. Okay? All right. So if you can change rooms or you can change main doors for the rest of the month, just for this month, then you'll be fine. Okay, next. For the southwest sector, this is 4 and 4. This can indicate traveling, romance. Okay, 4 is in addition to knowledge and information for the 4. This is also the peach blossom star. So if you're looking for a new partner, this is actually a good sector to activate, the southwest sector. If you've been avoiding, I know that last month I told you to avoid the southwest. And if you want to actually gain monetary pursuits through intelligence or through the things that you know, Southwest is a good sector to activate for this month. So you can go back to your old sector or your old space since I asked you to avoid this, but now you can go back here. And you can experience if you already have a partner and it's not what you're looking for, you can experience some traveling, but please, my advice, just to avoid carelessness is to make sure that you do some forecast or weather forecast first before you travel, or buy some traveling insurance to avoid any issues. Okay, because there's a tendency of being careless for this month. So that's my advice if you're going to travel. But if you're looking for wealth opportunities, this is actually a good month to actually monetize your knowledge, your information that you know, and you would like to use it and make it as additional stream of income. So activate the southwest. Okay. All right. For the south sector, I know that I've been telling you that south 2 is actually bad because it's illness, but the definition of 2, especially if it's not monthly or annual, it's actually good for assets, intellectual properties, the Flying Star 2. And for this month, we have 2 and 2 combinations. So if you're currently in the real estate business, this refers to assets, this is actually a good sector to activate. However, if you're prone to actually having any illness of, especially stomach illness, then it's best to avoid it. But if you want to activate or look for streams of income through assets or property, and especially if you're in real estate, South is a good sector to activate for this month. Okay, so there. But if you're, again, just to to guide you, but if again, if you're prone to any illness, or if you have any pre-existing, if I may say, or you have this, you're weak, or your stomach is quite weak, then avoid the South sector. Okay, so you might have to choose which one is your priority. But again, first, of course, health is wealth. So my advice is to avoid the South sector, especially if our health is not this good, not that good. Okay, all right. I hope I'm not confusing you, but questions before I proceed to the next. You might be raising questions and I forgot to check. None. Okay. Okay. All right. Hi, Yan FS. Thank you for watching. Hi, Annalisa. Thank you for watching. Okay. Okay, I'll go back later for the Yang Wood. But before I go there, let's now talk about the Southeast sector, which is 6-6. Now, if this is your main door, which is actually good, because 6-6, a combination, this can actually this could mean authority and power and influence. Okay, so if your main door is located at the Southeast side, keep on using it. Open, close your main door. Keep on using your main door, because this, especially if you are looking for being significant or valuable in your career, then this is actually a good sector to activate. Or if this is your your bedroom, well and good for you. But however, of course, when we achieve power and authority, it's inevitable for us to feel lonely. Okay, being on top sometimes can be in a lonely position. But if you have been aspiring to be on top for the longest time, or be as important and valuable in your career, forget the being lonely. Deal with that later and next month. For this month, capitalized on the 6-6 combination. Okay, right. Okay, next, for the northwest sector. Northwest sector is, it's not moving. Hold on. For the northwest sector, okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, for the northwest sector, this is actually a good month when it comes to wealth. The problem with the 8 and 8 combination, there are wealth opportunity, but there's a problem when it comes to saving money. So you may attract new opportunities this month, but you will notice you couldn't save them. So that's a problem. So my advice, if you want to tap on the 8 and 8 combination, then tap it. And then the next time, and then the moment you get the money, you invest on yourself. Okay, get that money, invest on yourself. Get that money, and invest on yourself, or yeah, anything like studies, insurance, everything, investments. Okay, so again, upon getting the fees that you are going to get from this month, start by spending on yourself instead of paying something else. So there's a return from the money losses that you may experience this month. For the northwest. This is not a good month for the couple, especially if this is your bedroom. You may experience a lot of arguments. So my advice, and now that you're aware of this, is to practice patience. Be compassionate. Learn to express yourself in a calm manner with your spouse to avoid experiencing further issues with your partner. All right. So that's it, basically, for the northwest. Now, okay, that's it for the flying stars for the Feng Shui for 2021. Just to remind you, please avoid going out on December 14, 2020. The specific hour is 4:30, the eclipse. This is going to be visible in Chile and Argentina, and it would be best to convert this in your hour. So to get the specific hour, but I'll give you more information the next days. But basically, it's 3 in the Philippines. That's 3:30 p.m. But in Chile and Argentina, it's 4:30 p.m. I'll give you more information the next day, so you don't have to worry. I just want to keep on reminding you. Okay, now we're going to go back to the Yang Wood, Jia Wood. Okay, let's go to the Jia. Thank you, Miss Anna. Thank you. Okay, so Jia Wood, we're talking about, we have here indirect wealth and direct resource. So Jia Wood is Yang Wood. For everybody's information, Jia Wood is Yang Wood. Now, we have indirect wealth and direct resource. So this could actually mean that there is some bonus, or that could be one. Yeah. Okay, so direct resource can indicate work, your career, your current career. There could be monetary increments or yet that you may experience this month, or someone that supports you, may give you opportunities for wealth this month. Okay, so there's a lot of interpretation when we see indirect wealth. So when we talk about indirect wealth, this is something that you didn't really work hard for. Okay, or this could also mean a loan. Okay, so there's a lot of meaning, but at the end of the day, there is money for the Jia Wood for this month. I hope that answers your question, Yanfs. Okay, so you have indirect wealth and direct resource. Or if you're looking for someone if you're looking for someone to support you in giving you some aid, monetary aid, then it's best to actually speak to the people that are supporting you, okay, or your nobleman, because they're willing to give you the help that you need. Okay, all right. Any questions? Any further questions? Did I answer your question, Yan FS? I was not able to get your question. Okay, no more questions. Oh, by the way, for the center, you might be asking this: is it okay to use the center of the home for this month? If you're prone to being indecisive, I would advise to avoid the center of the home. You move your sector or your desk or your workplace probably in the northeast. Northeast as one is good, okay, and if you're not a woman, west is also a good sector. And southwest, you can also go back to the southwest sector of your home. Okay. Yes, congratulations. I hope you yes you get the monetary increments for this month. Yan FS. Okay. Okay, so there, avoid the center of your home for December because this is indecisive, or at the same time, this could also mean that whatever ideas or any projects that you may implement for this month, you might not experience or not see the end of it or the success of it, or you won't even finish it. That's the effect of the 7-7 combination. So avoid the 7-7 or the center of your home for the month of December. All right. Okay. Yin fire of yin fire. What particular yin fire? Okay, yin fire, you have hurting officer. You may gain a lot of attention for this month. Attention in a sense, but we have a 7 killings, so the attention might give you additional stress. Yeah, it might give you additional stress. So my advice is to use this opportunity to, since there are problems and there is a tension, what you can do is use this time to solve those problems. Because since all eyes on you, they will notice every word, every action, everything that you're saying. So might as well use that time to showcase your skills, your ability to actually solve problems, using your creative ideas in solving this problem. So attention and problems. So that's the best way to actually maximize this month is doing your best to solve your problem. Don't shy away from the problems, because the more you shy away from the problem, that tension can be something that's more stressful for you. So my advice is to use that to your advantage. Okay. Let them see how you solve your problem. Let them see why you're valuable, and let them see why you're even chosen in that field. Okay. For love life, okay, what depends from yeah, you can use actually because you have a lot of attention. That's my advice also. If you're looking for love life, since all eyes on you, use that time to showcase your crush or your potential significant someone, how valuable and how capable you are as a woman. Okay. All right. Other questions? I hope that's clear. No more. No more, no more. Okay. All right. I think that's it. That's all the question I could gather today. Thank you so much for joining my video. I really appreciate it. It's getting more fun as I continue to do my live session because before it's so lonely, now it's no longer lonely. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for always watching and for always supporting my content and videos. Thank you so much. I hope you learned something today. Thank you so much, Yan FS, Anna, and Alexis. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.